Hello, everybody. Welcome to Honors Biology in my basement. I decided to wear this lab coat as per request of some students, so maybe I would look more professional or at least feel like I'm teaching in a classroom, even though I'm just talking to an iPad. So, here is one of your remote lectures. You do not have to take notes while I am talking. Just pay attention to the screen and the things that I will add additionally. I will refer you to your notes and your manuals of how to get this information on paper or on your Chromebooks for when it's time to do your objectives. So here we go. I'll make this short and sweet. One of the kingdoms that we have yet to go into detail is the kingdom of the fungus. Fungi is how it is sometimes pronounced. Fungus, fungi, however you want to say it is okay. They are, of course, eukaryotic cells, right? They have a nuclei and other organelles. They are heterotrophs. Remember, they are consumers. They take in their own energy, and they usually do it either parasitically or by just consuming off of dead material. They have a few structures in common with some of the other kingdoms. For example, they are made up of chitin, that carbohydrate we talked about in the exoskeletons of insects as well as other places. This chitin is in their cell walls, so they have that in common with bacteria and plants, that they have cell walls. Also, they reproduce by spores. That is something that is unique usually to them, but as we learned, also found in some plants. They have their own type of cell. It is a little bit different than the cells we've been learning about, so it has its own name. This word, Hyphe, is pronounced hyphae. Hyphae is just a fancy name for fungal cells. And so they use this name because if you look closely to the diagram, you'll see how they aren't just one little block. They kind of spread out and take up different spaces. This is because they are quick growers. They take advantage of a situation when the conditions are right and spread out quickly, and so they don't take time to go through the normal mitosis or specifically cytokinesis and break off. So they look like multiple cells taking up one space. But that's all they are. Hyphae are fungal cells. Mycelium is just a thick mass. This is usually what you observe. You don't just see one hyphae or hyphal cell. You will see mycelium, a thick mass, usually when mold is starting to grow. And that's all it is just a group. I put this diagram up here also. You can look at it closer when you see these notes online, that they don't have complete breaks between each of the cells, because like I said, they grow very quickly when the conditions are right. As you can see in the diagrams, here are some examples where they are very stringy-like. They just grow in a string-like formation. They spread out as quickly and as easily as they can. Now, when you think of a fungus, usually you are thinking of a mushroom or toadstool. Now, what that is, though not common in every species to see, is what is called the fruiting body. That is its reproductive structure. And so when you see this mushroom or these weird things sticking out of a rotten log or a tree that's still standing, that is actually their reproductive structure. This is the site of where they release their spores. And so their job is, of course, to eat and consume underneath and then eventually grow to a stage where they can reproduce and send out their spores. Um, Fungus is a great example of that whole tip of the iceberg metaphor. By the time you see the fungus growing, there is a whole lot already going on underneath the surface of that area. So that's just something to think about. And so that is it for your fungus lecture, short and sweet. The notes that go along with this are on N30 in your yellow book. I can share this page with you if you need it. You do have to write the words out, but it's only 4 terms, so I think you can handle it. As well, your homework assignment for the week will be to do pages H137 through H146 in your orange books. Okay, so this will be your week's assignment as far as book work. So that should keep you busy, and of course continue working on your projects as well. And I hope all is well with you. Feel free to email me with any questions, comments, you name it. Have a good one, everybody.